This video is for Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Earth signs. So Earth signs, why did they give up? Why did they stop trying? Why did they give up? Well, first card that comes up for you guys to speak about why did they stop trying. It looks as if for your partner, they definitely at one point in time were trying to put all their energy or efforts into this relationship. It feels like they felt so in love and so connected to you right from the beginning. There was something for them too, if you were not aware of it, that they felt for you, and they felt that it was something they couldn't ignore. It was a type of feeling, Earth signs, that you were the one especially for them. Like there was nobody else made better for them than you. It feels like they were trying to, say, mark their territory, or they were trying to stand out in the crowd. They were also trying so hard to initiate, to bring something to the table, maybe something that wasn't there previously. It also feels like maybe for some of you, your partner may have been trying to fill the shoes of somebody who had been there previously, trying to over-accommodate. They were definitely trying to go over and over, above and beyond, so to speak. The love that was between the two of you felt very clear, like you could see very clearly, directly what it was. It came straight towards you. The offer was very intense. I feel like the relationship was definitely on point for quite some time. I do feel like there may have been just a few bumps in the road, meaning there may have been a few people from the past who tried to intervene, but I don't feel like your partner allowed that. I also feel like maybe somebody from your past, Earth sign, may have tried to get through. Again, you both may have had options that were still around you, options that were not deleted, so to speak, or were not exempt from you. However, I do feel that the options that were around your partner were very, very persistent. Somebody was very, very persistent, not wanting to let them go. Somebody definitely was reaching high above, trying to get the attention back that you had taken. They felt a lot of resentment towards you, your partner's this ex of theirs. They felt like they wanted to now all of a sudden try and put more work in so that they could steal your partner back. They wanted to be able to eliminate you. They wanted to be able to push you aside. They thought that they could win. For some of you, they did not. For some of you, even though you and your partner may have later on gotten into arguments or fights over really the silliest things, things that now you look back on and say were not worth arguing over. However, for some of you, it is this ex-partner who wedged their way in between, who created this distance between you and your partner. I do feel like they may have tried to either make you look like a fool, or they may have tried to make your partner look like a fool. I feel like you may have found some messages or some text messages that may have been part of the culprit, part of the reason that your partner stopped trying. I also feel like maybe your partner, for some of you, your partner may have found messages on your phone or your emails or saw something on your social media that made them feel insecure, like maybe you found somebody else. I definitely feel like there is the Page of Pentacles here where you guys definitely took the time to evaluate, to observe, to examine, so to speak, this relationship. I feel like you took everything wholeheartedly. You definitely wanted things to be completed, meaning in a good way. You were trying to take care of them, so to speak. You were making sure they had everything that they needed, and you did not have them go without. It also feels like there was a time in this relationship where the magician took place. And it does feel like for some of you it could have been somebody trying to pull the wool over your eyes. Somebody was trying to make you believe that you were, in fact, the only one. Or maybe you were the one trying to make them believe they were the only one. But somebody definitely in this relationship, and I do feel like it was your partner, who became very insecure. Somebody who wanted to control every step that you made. Somebody that may have been jealous of the friendships that you have, the communications, the connections, because somebody didn't have as many friends as you. Somebody may have wanted to try to take control or overlap on some things. Somebody may have also been wanting to rule you, and almost in a very, I want to say strong way, meaning they weren't sure if they could keep you from certain things or certain family members. This may have even fell under domestic violence for some of you. For some of you, I do feel like your partner may have gotten a kick out of being out socially with you and trying to be the life of the party, trying to get everyone to like them, trying to get the attention from a lot of people. But I also feel like some of you were dealing with quite a flirt. I feel like you didn't know whether or not they were just going to make it very simple and just have fun with it, or whether they were going to be serious and possibly cheat on you. I feel like you worried about this a lot. It feels like you always kept your eye out to make sure that nothing else was going on. I think that you were afraid, where you look at the King of Wands, that you were afraid that there would be other people who would come in to play, other people who would try to take your place, so to speak. It did feel like you felt threatened in this relationship in a lot of ways, and you may have gone through a tower moment with this person. This tower moment may have caused or created a lot of deception or worry or doubt. It also may have made you feel very sad and crying often. I do feel like you don't know, or you didn't know what to do at the time when something came up, whether it was the argument, whether it was an affair, whether it was just the lying, but there was something that came up in the situation, something that completely made you feel like you had knives in your back, like somebody stabbed you in the back. They did you wrong. They didn't give you the benefit of the doubt. They did not respect your position. Somebody may have even said that something was none of your business. If you heard that from your partner, somebody saying that it's none of your business, or don't worry about who I talk to, don't worry about what I'm doing. If somebody was being that way and being very defensive, they definitely had something they wanted to keep from you. Could they have been dealing with a Sagittarius? Are you aware of that? Are you aware of them having somebody interfere between you and them? Because I feel like when they left you out in the cold, that it had something to do with somebody trying to come in and interfere. Could it have been somebody who they had broken up with recently? Was it a water sign? Was it somebody they broke up with? Do you know whether or not there was communication between your partner and their ex-partner? Because for a lot of earth signs, it felt like their ex was trying to get a new beginning and a fresh start with them. And it feels like they may have gone back into that toxic relationship trying to get this type of outcome, but I don't think they will. I feel like the strength that you have right now, earth signs, is going to take you to a whole different level. I feel like you turning your head or your back on them now, teaching them that you will not wait around, showing them that what they did to you was wrong and it was unacceptable. You won't tolerate that behavior. I feel like they're going to come back and offer you a new opportunity, a new beginning. Somebody wants to give something another try. Where are you going to stand, earth signs? Where are you going to stand with this? Because some of you, and I'm getting more of Tauruses. I think Taurus is coming up really strong here. Being all overwhelmed, feeling anxious, panic attacks, things of that, not sleeping well. But I do feel like you're going to have to make this tough decision. This is the card that comes up for you, and it's saying that you're going to have to make a decision. The decision is going to be head over heart, meaning, are you going to do what you know you should do, or are you going to follow your heart that is still pretty much mourning the loss of this person? I do feel like there is somebody clearly coming to offer you their cup. They're definitely wanting to make decisions with you and wanting to free you from the loss, the grief. Because when I see the death card, it tells me you're still grieving over somebody. You're still grieving over the fact that they, in fact, gave up, that they quit. But you're trying to find something that you can offer to them to make them want to give it another try, to make them want to try harder, to make them want to try to please you as well. Because I do feel like there is an offer going to come out of the blue. And I feel like you're going to have this hold on them, so to speak, or you already do have this hold on them, which is why they can't stay away from you, which is why they can't leave this go. So it does feel very strong for earth signs that the person who you're missing the most, the person who you felt the most connected with, the person who you did more than anybody else with, this is the person that's definitely coming back towards you. They want to be enlightened. You're going to get a message coming very soon. This message will let you know exactly, and it may be from them exactly, not from maybe even from a stranger or a friend, but this message could be coming from that person wanting to tell you, the only reason I left was because I didn't know if you wanted me anymore. I didn't know if you still wanted to be in this relationship. It felt like you were trying to put me on hold. It felt like you were making excuses that you couldn't see me. For some of you, your work schedules, they didn't go back together. You couldn't balance them out between your partner. It felt like your work schedules kept you from one another. Also, somebody doing some traveling for work may have created a lot of problems and illusions, may have put fear into somebody that maybe there was somebody else when in fact somebody was just working and working and working. But it did create a lot of arguments between the two of you. I definitely feel like the options that were around before no longer are existing for earth signs. I feel like the universe is going to send you this blessing, so you're going to be able to see that this person is going to come back towards you. You're going to find out the truth. You're going to find out the truth why something happened. You're going to find out the truth why, in fact, somebody just quit trying or they gave up. You're going to also find out from someone, for some of you, that somebody may have been married or gotten married, and that may be the reason that somebody left. Somebody ended up having to take care of many children. Apparently there was children in this marriage. But for you guys in general, all of you earth signs are going to have an enormous amount of love and blessings and commitment coming forward. 2020 is going to put you back in position, give you the control back that you lost. So stay tuned for what's to come next for earth signs.